artist Sarah Kane for her art talk on Lucinda Hinojos, the celebrated artist for the 2023 Super Bowl. And wow, wasn't that just an exciting game? Well, hello, Sarah.
Hold it. What are you doing, AJ?
I don't know. Hey, look. I'm sorry, Nicole. Super Bowl's over, and the Eagles did not win. All right, so we're not going to talk about the Super Bowl or the Super Bowl art. Okay, I'm sorry. That is a thing of the past. Can we just get some Banksy, please?
Oh, now you're talking.
Sarah, is that all right?
Now you're talking.
Thanks, AJ. That's perfectly all right. Yes, we are doing an SMA favorite today, Banksy, of course. And as you might remember, Banksy, whose real identity is unknown, is a British street artist that gained global fame for the political and social commentary he portrays through his art. He's known for bombing, which is the word he uses to describe when he puts a piece of art up. So he bombs public spaces and has gained traction in his hometown of Bristol, but now he's a global artist. He's bombed everywhere from Detroit to Barcelona and everywhere in between. But today we're going to look at his recent murals in Ukraine. So this is a dancer posing near a stenciled painting attributed to Banksy. The work shows a gymnast appearing to do a handstand on the rubble of a destroyed building in a suburb near the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. And here is a closer look at that piece. Another stenciled painting is of a child defeating a Vladimir Putin-like character in a judo match. In that same suburb, it's called Borodyanka. And of course, Banksy, we know this, he doesn't shy away from socio-political themes in his work. Here's a closer look at that one. Hundreds of people in this town unfortunately died in the beginning of the war due to air and artillery strikes. And we can just see in these photos the devastating toll of war on the area. So this piece has some controversy to it, actually. So it shows a woman in her bathrobe wearing a gas mask and holding a fire extinguisher, and it was plastered on the side of a residential building in Hostomel, as you can see. So actually an activist named Serhiy Dovyi removed it and intended to sell it and donate the proceeds to the Ukrainian army. But under wartime authorities, the Ukrainian military appoints local leaders. So the military appointed head of Hostomel told local media that the art should go into a future memorial to the war or remain on site to become part of a future building, but it should still belong to that community and for the people there. But you can see Dovyi cut it from the wall by removing a layer of insulation from the building's exterior. Now, with all this controversy, the piece has since been returned to the people of that community, and Dovyi is under investigation. So we'll see what plays out with that, because this is all very real time. This piece shows a man enjoying a bath in what looks like was someone's bathroom that has since been destroyed. Again, we can see just the absolutely devastating effect of the war on this area. But we can see that Banksy's very clever with the placement of his murals, using a hole that was blasted out of the side of the building and repurposing it as a pedestal for this dancer. So taking something ugly and devastating and trying to make something beautiful out of it. Again, being clever with his placement, he takes what we would consider to be a vulgar piece of graffiti and turns it into something just funny and silly, this piece of street art. And what's great about it is that he has a sense of humor. And I'd like to think that many Ukrainians who walk by this piece get a laugh out of it during this difficult time for them. Banksy has merchandise for sale like calendars. This one features pieces that he's done in the UK. And there's also this t-shirt that I'm wearing from Banksyland, as you can see. This is part of his touring exhibit, and you can see that the font is in the same font as Disneyland. So overall, Banksy is a prolific street artist and has really changed the way that the world looks at graffiti and street art. He uses art as commentary and activism, in this case, to highlight the devastation of the Russian attacks on Ukraine, and also to bring joy and stand in solidarity with the people there. Thank you, everyone. Okay, and back over to the SMA studio.